top 10 things you should know about ovarian cancer from the heart and mind of a survivor. 1, there is no screening test, which means, ladies, when you go to the gynecologist for your pap smear, you are only being tested for cervical cancer. So I thought I was okay. But here I am, 3 months later, diagnosed with ovarian cancer. And I was lucky. I had a proactive doctor. Many women don't, and they're misdiagnosed. 2, it doesn't discriminate based on age or genetics. I was 32 years old when I was diagnosed, and it didn't run in my family. 3, ovarian cancer is 90% more treatable when it's caught in early stages. 90%. But how do you diagnose something you aren't looking for? There is no test. 4, it can change your entire body, thrusting you into menopause. I was 32, living in a 60-year-old body. And I can remember a time when I was shopping and a red-hot flame overtook my body from the inside out. And as I was looking for something other than my hand waving in front of my face and neck to provide instant relief, my upper body and face starts to turn red and blotchy. And I say out loud, "Whew, I'm having a hot flash." This older woman nearby scoffs and says, "You're too young to even know what that is." Do I have to get into why I know exactly what that is? Do I have to watch her eyes go from rolling in disbelief to tearing up with pity? 5, body dysmorphia is real. Besides the scar that goes from my belly button all the way down, my vagina was left stretched and bruised and scarred from the inside, or internally and externally. Sex is no longer enjoyable. We used to have sex like rabbits, but now penetration feels like shards of glass scraping my vaginal wall. Our emotional connection as husband and wife is broken. I am broken. And I used to never have weight issues, but now it's all I can think about. How can I get rid of all this excess weight when nothing seems to work? 6, ovarian cancer can take away your choice of having children. You see, the type of cancer that I had saw hormones as an all-you-can-eat buffet, so saving my eggs just wasn't an option. And so when the doctor said, in one sentence, "You have ovarian cancer, and you can't have children," what I really heard him say was I'm never going to get to go to the doctor and get jelly on my belly as my husband and I look up at the screen and hear the heartbeat for the first time, looking at one another saying, "Look at this miracle that we created." The names we had picked out, Elliot James, Isla Grace, will never be. I'm never going to know what it feels like to bring life into this world. You know, someone even once told me that if they couldn't provide their husband with children, they feel like less of a woman. Y'all, what does that make me? 7, You're connected through this disease to some amazing women, but you're left feeling lonely and guilty that you survived, but some of your friends did not. Carrie, Dana, Erica, Esther, Eva, Heather, Jean, Kendra, Rachel, Veronica. 8. Listen to your bodies. It is screaming at you that something is wrong. There is no test. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I can't lift my finger or my head. I can't run errands. I can't run anywhere. I can barely muster up the strength to get the mail from the mailbox that's just outside my front door. Thinking requires energy that I just don't have. 9. Scanxiety. The fear of recurrence never goes away. Celebrating year after year as the sound of "you have cancer" becomes a distant memory. Waiting and wondering, I have a cough but not a cold. Has it moved to my lungs? Self-examining my breasts. That pain in my side is unfamiliar. Has it returned there? What will the scan find? What if there's something it doesn't see? Mrs. Routh, your scan is clear. We'll see you back next year. 10. Cancer. It's a word that changes your life forever. When you're first diagnosed, you're faced with the questions of, am I going to live? Well, my answer came for me when on my 2nd anniversary of being diagnosed, I summited Mount Kilimanjaro. And then again when I pushed through a debilitating fear of heights and ziplined over the desert in Arizona. And then again, whenever I learned to surf in Maui and kayak on Class 3 rapids in the North Carolina mountains, despite not knowing how to swim. And then again, rappelling down waterfalls in Bali. And then again, standing under some of the most powerful waterfalls, screaming,